So, since before the game even came out, I decided Blade was my favorite character and I'd save up fuel to invest in him. Well, we just pulled Blade, although it didn't go too well since Blade doesn't love me, and you can find the link to that in the description and pinned comment. And it's finally time to invest in him. So, first of all, before Blade even came out, I pre-farmed a lot of level up materials, credits, and especially trace materials. And let me tell you right now, that took a long time, since on average I get like 1 purple, 6 blues, and 6 greens, which would probably bring us to around 2000 energy already. Then once the new area released, I had to farm the new Stagnant Shadow and Echo of War, which took me like 13 runs and 14 runs respectively, since I couldn't pre-farm those with them being locked in the new area. So before even farming relics, this would bring us to a total of between 2500 3000 trailblaze power when you factor in all the level up materials, trace materials, credits, Stagnant Shadow, and Echo of War to ascend him and level him up. Now, whilst this may seem like a lot, on the bright side, it at least guaranteed us an upgrade. But now we move on to the most RNG part of the game, the dreaded relic farming. Now, as much as I love the feeling of getting a good piece, I could do without the 5000 useless relics. So, I chose to farm the new set since it's Blade's best in slot, and we start off by using Zila since our Blade wasn't quite ready yet. And let's just say, Blade would have made this process a lot easier since almost every damn enemy in here is weak to wind and AoE is incredibly useful. But that wasn't even the worst part, since I'd soon remember how atrocious the odds are for good relics, since we didn't get a single one we could use, which was a great start and I knew I was in it for the long haul. And this was only made worse by the fact that in my first run where I got all of the right set, all the stats were terrible, so it really wasn't looking good for me. My first decent piece ended up being a flower. I got it later on, it had HP percentage and crit damage, and it also had room for one more substat, so I decided to keep it in the hope that I would roll crit rate, which it would, and we can see how it rolled afterwards later on in the video. Then we ended up getting some gloves, which were quite copium, but I decided to keep them anyway since they had crit rate, just in case we wouldn't get anything better. But I mean, you know, surely that wouldn't happen, right? Right? Foreshadowing. Now, I'll have to be honest, in this next clip, I just turned on auto battle and was watching anime, but this happened. Oh wait, this could be decent. Oh no way! Crit damage, HP crit rate. Oh wait, this is a sick piece. Oh, let's go. I wasn't even paying attention. Yes, finally a good piece. So yeah, you could say I got fairly hyped about that. Now all we needed was just a pair of speed boots, which we haven't gotten yet. But eventually we got those, although the substats were incredibly cope. But we can look past that since it now meant I could finally use Blade in this cursed cavern. And I was incredibly hyped to use Blade, since as I've mentioned, I've been waiting for him for months. And even after I got him, I couldn't use him for hours since I still needed to farm his bosses and get him some functional relics. But using him in the cavern made all of that feel worth it, since the animations on his skill, enhanced attack, ultimate, and especially the follow-up attack still have a chokehold on me. Like, I don't think Hoyoverse could have made a better looking character if they tried, and I will die on that hill. Sorry Kafka Sims, she's a close second. Anyway, making him a wind destruction unit with great AoE made clearing the domain so much easier. But unfortunately, he didn't bring us any more luck. And we didn't end up getting any other relics we could use. So, you know, we might as well now just jump to reviewing all the relics we got to him and how they ended up rolling. So, we just spent 2500 trailblaze power on our blaze relics. But how did they turn out? Let's take a look. So if we go to our relics, here we can see they're all leveled up to 15, apart from the one link rope, because we didn't do plain ornaments today. I'll probably do that off camera in the future, and hopefully it gets better. But if we take a look at the flower, I'm ashamed to admit this is probably our best piece, if not our second best piece. It rolled into flat attack a bit. We got HP percentage, but it didn't roll much into it. 3.2% crit rate, 12.3% crit damage. So when it comes to the rolls, they're not great. We have the stats we need. These are almost nearly the ideal substats, just the rolls weren't great, nor did we high roll much. Now when it comes to the gloves, this is a bit sad. It did roll into HP percentage and crit rate, but you know, a lot of defense percent and flat defense, so once again, not great. Either this or the flower's our best piece. We have the main stat crit damage, we have 3.9% HP, 5.8% crit rate. But look at that effect resistance, 15.5% of effect resistance. And I still get CC'd by enemies, so I mean, at least we have the main stats. If we go onto our speed boots, well, we got 12.5% HP, I guess that's solid, but apart from that, it's all just a bit depressing. A lot of defense. Our blade, well, on the bright side, our blade is incredibly tanky, but you know, here's our wind damage boost. It rolled some crit, which is nice, but apart from that, all the other substats, you know, I'd rather have HP percent than flat HP, but oh well. But yeah, these substats really aren't great, and here we can see why I didn't level up this link rope much, apart from to get the main stat up. the substats on this are quite terrible. So after 2500 trailblaze power, how's our blade looking? Well, we nearly have 6k HP, which is decent, but, you know, it could be better for a blade. 122 speed, so we have the 121 threshold, which we kind of want for Memory of Chaos. However, we don't have 134, which would be nice. But, you know, it's possible. 122 is fine. I'm not too mad about that. Now we have 51 crate. However, when you take into account the set bonus, we will have around 67% cure rate. So 67% to 127%, that's decent. I can't be too mad about that. But for 2,500, this, let's be real, this isn't great. This should be better. There's one takeaway from this video. Prioritize upgrading everything else and leave relics for last, because it can be a pain. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Unfortunately, we couldn't become the best free-to-play blade. My luck just simply wouldn't allow it. But, you know, we've got a decently built blade now. He's in a decent spot. We'll continue to work on him and try to become the best free-to-play blade. But in the meantime, I'll also have a video coming out, trying him out in Memory of Chaos, so be sure to stick around that. Of course, it's going to be a free-to-play clear of Memory of Chaos. But yeah, hopefully you guys stick around. We've got future pulling videos as well, looking towards Kafka and Dunhung's 5-star. So if you want to see those, please subscribe. But yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, future Sammy here. I will do this on camera with you guys. So, first of all, what's our substat? We get... Okay, the incredibly bulky blade continues. We can't run away from it. But let's level it up again, see what substat we get now. Hopefully it's crit damage. Okay, flat defense. Once again, we've got the bulky blade. This might end up being the bulkiest blade I've ever seen. Unless someone built defense on him. Okay, we get flat attack now. We have managed to avoid crit damage, which is honestly impressive. If we... Okay, let's try once more. Let's plus 12 this. And hopefully it goes into crit damage this time. Please, just once. That's all. Flat defense. Okay, when you look at these relics, these rolls are honestly terrible. What? Rolled once, rolled twice. Rolled twice, I think. That looks about twice. I'm not quite sure. Unlike Genshin, I don't really know the substat rolls. I think this is one roll. This has, well, okay, there you go. This has one roll. This is two rolls. And this has none whatsoever. So these pieces, relics are a scam. That's what we've learned from this video. 2,500 on relics, and this is what we end up with. I mean, our blade's functional, I guess. We'll roll these boots one more time and level up materials. Okay, it only gives us one level, so we're still gonna have to spam these anyway. Oh god, the making of this video has been incredibly painful, so please like and subscribe. So, you know, I don't have to cry about how bad these relics have gone. Okay, give me crit now, please. We didn't roll crit a single time. Not once did we roll crit damage. Oh my. I didn't think it could go this bad. When you look at my blade straight up, he doesn't look that bad. 51% crit, 132 crit damage, that looks decent. But when you actually look at the relics themselves, oh my, this is quite frankly terrible. Okay, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Relics are a scam. Save relics for last. Bye guys.